we're going to get this done really quick, so don't worry about it. Everybody's painting with me tonight. We're all moving in the same direction. Okay, there we go, color-wise for the painting. We got my regular kit. We got titanium white out, cad yellow out, cad red light out. This is cad yellow light, cad orange, ochre, oxide light, red oxide light, alizarin crimson or rose madder for you, cobalt blue, and phthalo green. All right. Yeah, this thing's really, the blue really got a little saturated on this thing. But we won't be worried about that. Oh, things got an eraser, paint erasers. You got synthetics and bristles and big brush. Sorry, just passing over things. I just feel like you guys are so advanced. We can just move along quickly on this one. All right. Colors. I'm going to look at the darkest colors in this thing, right? Darkest colors definitely in the horse. This definitely you're going to find some. You're going to have some red ones, red purples. Going to need some blue ones, purple ones, and a lot of red purples. Okay, yeah, a lot of purples. And then a little bit of greens too. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so let's start with your purple. Let's start off with a few kind of purples we're gonna definitely need in here. And we're gonna mix them up because I think they're gonna end up being probably in the background too. So I'm gonna mix up a couple blues here. First, put up blue, and then I'm gonna put in alizarin crimson into one of these. This would be and I'm going to make one on the red side, which would be the alizarin crimson side, like this. Just a little more alizarin crimson. There we go. And then this one, not as much, more blue. It still has a little. I think that would be, he will do a lot of the legs and a lot of the hairs and stuff like that. That will be a really good, some really good colors to start with. Also, you're gonna, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna make up a little bit more paint. And think about the mountains back there. And the mountains are gonna be grayed out. They're a grayed out. They have to be a grayed out purple. And so instead of doing a cool purple like this, which will end up being, won't gray out as much. So I'm going to use a warm purple, which will gray the blue out a little bit more. Won't work with it as that well. So this is a oxide red and blue, and this is blue and oxide red. I might try that again, just a little bit more red in this one. There we go. I can just see the red compared to the blue in this one now. Now I'm going to push that blue. This one is just a little bit too much on the blue side yet. A little more red into it. Okay, so those will be really good. Probably going to do a lot of work on when they add just a little bit of white to these things. They should come down and do a really good job on the mountains. A lot of basic tones in the mountains. These are going to be definitely gonna have to add a few more things to it. But we need a few other colors. I'm looking at the horse's face there a little bit because he has a lot of red in it. I'm going to start off with a little bit of phthalo green now, like a little bit on the horse colors. I'm going to go with a little phthalo green and oxide red. One's going to be on the oxide red side, which I don't know. For some reason, I was just putting out barely any paint here on phthalo green because I figured it was going to just destroy the. There it is. That's what it would have done. Just knock the phthalo green right out of the place, or the oxide red right out. And it did now, but did not put enough out to do any damage before. So I'm going to put just a little bit more phthalo green into this one, or oxide red into this one, and let that one be green. This will go into the head, this head a little bit. It's going to bring in just enough green, gray this red out, so it can sit right in there. And that's where it should be. That's what it looks like on my screen. That should be really close. This will do it. I'm going to leave it right there. Real kind of red. One other color I see, and this is more later on for the back, his back. That would be, again, phthalo green and alizarin. So you won't see it probably too much. I don't know where else I'll put it, but maybe I'll end up putting it in his mane or something like that. So this is alizarin, phthalo green, and alizarin. And one on the one side, one on the other. I think this color, when it gets grayed down to about here, it should really be a nice color for his back. I think it will end up being. Okay. So those are my main colors. The yellow I'm going to mix up separate. The green should come out of it pretty easily. The sky, I'm probably going to mix that up. And I'm not too worried about the clouds or anything. I think the clouds will definitely come out of all these things. So let's split these piles and come up with a mid-tone. I would say, look, the clouds and everything are too high key. The sky and things. So I would say stay with the mountains. We're just going to go mountain range. So we probably won't even need that much paint. But we got to do this anyway to get these down to horse colors. And that horse color is definitely in that same mountain range. If you squint at it, it's really close. And I'd say really it's probably an 8 value. So adding just enough paint to turn these to an 8. So it might not take that much paint. So here we go. You can start to see the purple really jump out of here. That's pretty cool. That's a good. And this blue, you might be able to use it. I might end up doing these more at 7, end up being 7 at the end. Yeah, close. Yeah, it is 8. Okay, keep hedging my bet, and it keeps going the wrong way. This is oxide red and blue. Not look like it fits at all there, but it will. It might need to go a little bit more blue, but not by much. This is on the blue side. might add just a hair too much white. Let's see. Get some more top color. Keep graying it out. Same thing, I might have to add just a little bit more, yeah. Just a little bit more blue to these colors to get the richness back. I'm adding just a little more of a phthalo, not phthalo green, cobalt blue hue in these two colors. I'm thinking mountain colors back in the back, and they just have a little more tinge of blue than the red, but they do gray out this much. Yeah, when you put enough blue in back into these things, they glow. They okay. So we're gonna leave these two there. Those are good. Those were good. Pardon me. All right. These next colors should, when we get these guys, oops, got a little blue on my knife, should not make a difference with green. I don't want these guys really close to that value, because that's going to be really nice for, yeah, it's almost perfect in the mountains. Just a hair light though. So might have to add just a little phthalo into this color, but maybe not. Let's see what it does as red. Wow. That's the horse color right here. This color, these two colors, really, really close to the horse color. Right there, that value. This one, like I said, could go just a little richer. Got a little grayed out, so it's a little more on the phthalo green side. Might be really cool. I was seeing it going in, it goes up in the hills, but could go in this guy's back. That's what I'm looking at. But I'm also looking at this color. Let's see what happens here. This is where I was putting my money as being the horse color. Oh, more green. That alizarin just kicked the snot out of that phthalo green. There we go. I would have been right. That's beautiful too. There we go. Then on the green side, a lot of fun. A little bright. Probably wipe out most of this color. Just too bright. Doesn't go too much anywhere, but it might be a spot on his back. Let me just tone this down too. Just gray it out. I'm gonna remix the top colors. This green here is just a little, there you go. I like it on the green side like that. Yeah, that's a fun color. Those are fun colors. I'm gonna remix up my alizarin phthalo green up here. So I ran out. If they use them, you know, if I use it anywhere, it won't be much. I think adding yellow to them will probably end up doing it. All right.
Jim, what do
There
you
you
think
go.
you- all the way on the left, the first color you mixed?
These two,
Yeah, what's the lighter one underneath it, basically? Yeah, what do you think that's going to do for you?
I'm not sure. I am
Okay.
not sure. If anything, these two colors might end up
In-
down here and some gravel, that kind of stuff.
Okay,
This light might end up being right on his back, on the showing right here on his edge of his back. It could go there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it's going to do for me.
I know,
Really.
good. I didn't think mine was that great either, so, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's just one of the things you got to. I just go through these colors. If I use it, I use it. If it's just a line, it's just a line of color. It's no big deal. Okay, well, let's get this ochreish color going here. Yeah. I reach for the ochre. Let's see what happens. This is gold ochre anyway. Let's see what happens when I add white to it. Gonna be a long ways to go to get that red out of this ochre. If you have regular ochre, probably you're right there. You're probably right there. You won't have to do it. Okay, get the red out. Get that red out. I'm going to pull in a little green into it.
Well, that is ochre and white.
Ochre and white only right now. And now I'm adding just a hair of phthalo green into it. My ochre I'm using is a red ochre. That's why. So I'm trying to counteract the redness with a green. And get it in here. So just knocking it off a little bit, and then just adding enough white and maybe just a little bit of cad yellow. Cad yellow. But if you're using ochre, you're probably right there off the bat. Right? Who's using regular ochre?
I am.
And you're probably right there without adding green. You probably don't even have to add green, right?
I think the green helped.
Do you?
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's the color. I got it there. Somehow I got it there. Don't go by this. Go by me saying it is. I do like this color. I don't mind it at all. But to get some distance back there, let's try adding just a touch more phthalo green to it.
Mm.
And if that doesn't work, we'll do blue. But right now, I'm just going to try phthalo green. I want that in there. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
A little alizarin for some of that back.
You want to put the little alizarin into it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that. It's always good to have a few options. You want options. There you go.
Ooh,
Well, I
wow.
like it with the alizarin.
Okay. So we got a green one. We got a red. Yeah, you're right. It does fall back there. It does fit back there pretty nicely. Okay. So these are kind of some fallback colors. You got in your mid-tone, you're pretty much your mid area of the planes there. Now we just need to warm it up as it gets closer to us. Okay. Well, I would do. You could definitely pull back the ochre into it, and I think, that would probably be enough to, get this front area here. But let me try one more color, just because I'm.
As you want
Okay, I'm just gonna go a little bit of phthalo green and cad orange.
Mhm.
Not that much phthalo.
Yeah, it just takes over.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
my orange?
Yeah, where'd it go? And then take a little bit of this and add some links. I was saying this is where I was gonna go. I was going. I know I can get there from here too. I can get there from there. You know, there's so many little ways you could get here. You know, there's really no, exact perfect way. So some of these kinds just grayed out greens like this would be beautiful to have at the lower part of the painting. I think I'd probably get some of this stuff in underneath the grasses before we put this stuff on top. I even think this is just a little puttyish color. It just, when you add white to it, kind of grayed it out. Took a lot of life out of it. Just a little bit of yellow, cad yellow back to it. Give me another rich color instead of another. I got that color. I don't need this color here. This color doesn't really get me anywhere. So if I add just a little more yellow to it, all of a sudden it gets to a nicer range of richness, which is a little different than the other ones, which will come in handy. So now we just need to do sky. Clouds are going to come out of these colors here up here. It's not going to be that big a deal. It should come out of these colors up here. When I take these guys down a little bit farther in white. But the sky, we don't have. And that's just going to be blue and white for now. I'm going to go blue, white. Take that blue all the way up to number 2. Should do it. You can see it's just a little cool, but not too bad.
And a touch of green.
How'd you know? Touch of green.
But I see a little,
Really?
I see a little purple up there on the right.
Yeah, there's a touch of red in this too there, and green on the other side. And then it really kind of yellow greens out at the bottom, which we could just grab a little bit of the yellow from over here probably and get that to work if we want. Right now, I'm just trying to get this to the right value. I'm going to leave that. I'm just making such a huge pile.
Now there's the clouds, alizarin and yellow ochre. Give you the clouds.
Oh, nice. You're way ahead.
I know. Can't help
You're
it.
teaching. Are you teaching this class again?
Mm-mm.
There you are.
No, I wish you had a cow in it.
You rather
Buffalo.
do a cow? Put
I
a
don't
cow in it.
I'm going to backlight this thing. That's what I'm, because there's no highlights. So I'm
There
going to
really are.
backlight.
You could.
I'm going to
Yeah,
backlight
well-
the horse and get some sun on him and some dapples in the foreground, in the thing, and I'm going to highlight the cliffs, the mountains.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll
We'll see
see.
what.
Let's see. We'll let you do it. Well, you go have fun.
Well, it may or may not work, but I'm feeling the need for a little low sun.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Are you adding green to some of that there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just did. I just added phthalo green to these ones. This one, I was just going to add just a little bit of alizarin to. So I'm doing a couple piles because just because of this. And then I was going to really bring it down here with white and just a touch of yellow down here, all the way down. So that's really kind of bright. Yeah, I think I'm just going to see if I can steal a little bit of this brighter yellow over here and add it in. Trying not to create a green, which it's really hard to do when you add yellow and blue together and not get a green. So yeah, well, we got it pretty close though. It is a green, but it's really little bit brighter even than this. And that'll take us out of that green realm. There we go. So we work in these colors for the sky going back down here. Got the darker ones up here. And then you got the cooler ones. You got a alizarin on this one. This one just a little more phthalo green into. And then this one, I put just a little bit of land into it, a little mid section here into it. These guys might end up being too rich too. Same thing as I might grade these guys down. And if I do grade them down, I can just add sky to grade it out, knock them out. So the last little thing to look at is the mountains or the clouds themselves. Yeah, somebody said alizarin ochre was going to working pretty well.
It does. It does.
You know,
It does.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll be the judge of that. For the warmth, yeah, the warmth that's coming out. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a nice, rich warmth. Okay. I'm putting just a hair. Since I have that one ochre, I'm going to add just a touch of cad yellow to mine just to rich it. Get that richness that's not showing through here. Okay, so that could be definitely be you know, highlight colors. I'd really take it up probably one more step with white and just a little bit of this. Keep a mid-tone of that, and then there's one really highlight here. So let's see. I'm gonna kick it up to cad yellow too. Okay, so here we go. I'm out of white, so that's game. This is it. We're going with this. Yeah, that's close enough. I only need a few spots. I'll be using a lot of these colors here for clouds. Probably, I would say. Well, that's not red enough, so it's going to probably be this color. Whoops. Yeah. End up being in here. Let me put some white out just in case when I get there we have enough. If I need to lighten stuff, I have at least have something to lighten it with. All right, I'll go through the colors real quick. Pretty simple again. We start off with alizarin and blues and added white to bring them to about an 8. Here we have oxide red and blue. On the oxide red side, on the blue side, really a lot of mountain colors coming through here. This is phthalo green and oxide red. This is oxide red and phthalo green. Coming down with white to about an 8. This is where I was starting to see the horse start to show through. Phthalo green and alizarin. Don't see too much of this. I think I'll probably be able to get it in the main though. Let's see if it shows through. And then I don't know. I just like to have some variables and stuff on these things. And then we got phthalo green here coming down. This with on the red side, this on the blue side, about 8s. Then we started making the land that we used. I started off with ochre. My ochre has a little red in it, so I put a little phthalo green in it to kill it, to gray it out. And then I add over here, I added a little more green to it. Over here, I think I added yellow to it, cad yellow to it. And over here, we added some red to it, back into it. Over here we have another ochreish color I wanted to get up out of the way, and that would have been phthalo green and cad orange. This is on the green side. This is on the, it should be a little bit more on the green side. It's a little bit too much on the green side. Oh. It's okay. There we go. Just grade it out. There we go. And then here I just added yellow to it. I mean, add white to it, came brown. This one I'm just going to leave it a kind of a cool green here just to have. Never know. Might end up being a flower or something. We do have sunflowers in there. If you're going to use sunflowers, definitely, you know, going to need some more yellows. They're just outside my my reach of mine, so I'm not going to do them. Sky was pretty simple. It was just blue and just a little phthalo. But then, you know, there's, you know, it's a little cast, you know, rainbow effect here too. So, you know, this side's going to be a little greener. This side's going to be a little cooler. So this one I put a little phthalo green in. This side I added just a little more alizarin in. For this side of the painting, that side's going to stay warm. And then underneath, I looked at it and I got sort of a mixes into a green, which kind of turns into a little bit more yellowish as it hits the ground. But I have colors to fix that if I, you know, for that. So, and over here, these are some of the cloud colors. They came from ochre and alizarin, basically, and then just a little splish and some more white and some yellow, cad yellow into it, and we get pretty much all the effects of the clouds and stuff. I find in my photo, the clouds are dead and the mountains are really rich, but in the real one, it's mountains are a lot grayed out, more grayed out. So that's what I was going with. All right, let's do the hard stuff. Let's figure out get a color for the background and let's get painting. I'm gonna go with, I don't have any burnt sienna. That would have been good. So I'm just gonna go with oxide red, which is a nice one. That'll do it. I'm just gonna take it very easy in the sky with the color, so I don't want to have to, you know, paint forever, putting up a bunch of trying to cover over red. All right, so there we go. Oh, we need to put out some safflower oil. All right, so let's gonna turn everything back on. All right, get paint and get this thing done. No goofing off anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this in as tough as I can get, tight as I can get you guys without stepping on you. That's about it. I'm gonna tone it with red and then lay this guy in. Thing about a horse, I did not really go into horses and into, you know, perspective and things on this. I'm going to try to keep this thing pretty low. So even that mark up there is pretty much in the sky. Got that little hump of stuff right there. He's almost, on above him. That'd be nice. It's a nice help step. Get a nice lead in, from this corner here with that to get to that up there. That's a good one to think about. Getting that up there. Just giving him just a little bit more room at the bottom here. Knowing that, Kathleen, that is just gravel. It's nothing fancy. Okay. So maybe, I'll still keep this mountain right here, down, up, a little bit, and oof. Okay. Just gonna slightly tone the top. A lot more oil, but oh, there's a see, that could almost work for the clouds too, right there. Oxide red.
Mm.
That almost works for them too.
When I looked at this photograph, this is Anne Marie. When I looked at the
Hey,
photograph, hey,
we know it was you. We knew it was you.
well, I'm just saying, when I looked at the photograph, I thought one of the trickiest parts would be to distinguish the top of the horse from that sort of arc behind him in the
Right. You're right.
and whether or not, maybe eliminate that piece of the background or not. I don't know, but it just looks like a challenge.
That little goofy. That's a little goofy thing. Yeah, right there. It's just what you call a tangent. When everything kind of comes to the same point and stuff,
Yeah.
and they just cause confusion.
Yeah,
It works fine in a photo. In fact, it kind of creates energy in the photo.
exactly.
For us,
But-
if
but
you
It's hard to interpret or replicate it in paint.
right, and so yeah, so that's definitely like one of the little areas that we can either. I don't think making it bigger and going over his head and farther is going to make it any better. So I would say we'd probably end up cutting it off a little bit back in here, back near his butt or something, and moving it down. Just because I think it's gonna just gonna cause a little problems. This thing too probably could help. Maybe we can that would come back and help push in here and push that down. Yeah, let's look at that. That's right there. Just kind of drawing him in. Figuring his tail is just going to probably come really close to the edge here. His face is going to come to about here. I want to push it in just a little bit farther. Okay, so okay, to lay this guy out. Basically, these guys are nice long boxes. You cut them into really 4 boxes, all the same size. And the head's going to be one head and neck and stuff is going to be one box. As it comes down, his head comes down at an angle there. His head's going to, that means his box is going to drop a little bit. Okay. He has skinny legs, really skinny, good skinny legs. For a wild horse, sometimes they seem like they have a little more stumpier legs. They're not like race horses, though. Those racehorses are so skinny. They're saying most of these wild horses are all ancestors to the Spanish horses that came over. Mine is looking like an antelope. Let me make sure that that leg goes back a little bit, and then this one comes up. Yeah. Sorry, I thought I heard somebody talk.
Well, no, I was chuckling because my horses typically look like cows. I'm working on it, Jim.
It's okay. I thought you said owls, and I said, "Wow, that would be really." I know you said cows. Okay, I get cows. Yeah. Get rid of my antelope. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, yeah, most of these guys don't really look like too much. Anything special I can tell you about horses? It's a lot of them. I know measurements wise, it's all based off this head. That this head is the same. That width of the head is the same width as his neck, length of his neck, and width of his neck right here should be the same as that head. Pretty much. Usually a little go-to little things. Those are from my, growing up days. So. And I'm making him look like a moose. This is huge. Huge jaw right down. Get that jaw in there. Really, we don't have much here to really to get right. I mean, we don't have any eyeballs really to deal with. We don't have that much. So this basically a silhouette. You pretty much have to nail it. This thing. So because we don't have to worry anything about the mountains back there. They can be a lot of anything. Not going to be too much of anything more than a thing like this, a hump and this full color. I might take this up, just trying to stay out of the halfway line, but it doesn't look like I'll do it. So sometimes it's better just to cross over it and just say, screw it, you're doing it. It's going to make these mountains a little bit bigger here. I'm playing with that thing. I don't see it coming down. I'm playing with it here and going, yeah, it's a little weird arc here. And you gotta probably get it to end back in here. Don't want it to be too much taken in here. There are some nice little color changes and stuff I like in it, but I think we're just gonna have to play with it. Move it around a little bit. We got this coming in nicely over here. This subtle. I think that if we get the subtleties right back in here, we'll be good. getting those guys in. I think his head's that is just too long. It should not go. I am painting at an angle, so I'm gonna have to get in front of it for a second. Holy crap. Doesn't look right at all. Missed everything. Okay, well, that's much better, just to get the right length of the leg there. Get his belly to turn in the right spot would be great. Then you got grass, green grass here, or a little foliage. Cover up everything I don't get right. Move this back a little bit too far. That shoulder back there. Where I got to end up things. You see, our friend Linda McClennan is out in, over in London running around with her son. Who, I guess he did compose the music for a movie, and that's what they were going to see the premiere of.
Yeah, pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah, good for her.
Super cool.
Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, highlights on this guy. I think, yeah, rim light is always a good little thing to do. We'll talk about that when we get there, about little things. I think his neck, that neck just looks way too short here. And this little things, I'm gonna move everything back here. Man, neck's probably just too fat. Anyway, we'll have plenty of colors to get that right. Okay. Well, I think his belly's huge. That's a thing. That should come up a little bit more. All right. Well, that took a lot longer drawing than I thought it would. So let's get busy. The one thing about when you do have one of these things, then you can be very impressionistic about it. You don't have to be. You put the paint on roughly and excitedly. You can miss drawing areas pretty good and still have it be exciting. I think that was what happened when I painted the cows a few times and stuff. I think you can be off a lot, and yet just by how you apply the paint, sometimes it just takes over. Still looking for this guy in here. Maybe it's just a little bit too. Okay, good enough. Definitely, let's go with the. I don't want to put in the purple mane and stuff right away. I think I'm going to go with more of the blue. I think I'm going to probably even shoot down. No. I'm going to put in his face first. instead of being the purple mane and stuff, I'm gonna go with his face first. This is just a oxide red and a little bit of blue, really on the red side. Really dark though. So just get that little triangle of a face in here. I'm gonna probably go just a touch bluer in the muzzle. There's right here in his jaw and on his back end here. That shape. So it's a little richer right there. Bring that out a little bit more jawline. Okay. All right. Yeah, I just said I wasn't going to do this, and now I've got there. And I go, well, I'm going to do it. I was thinking, oh, I don't want to, you know, worry about getting in these mountains, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to try putting some alizarin and blue together in this guy's front mane here. This is on the red side first. These guys are really pretty dark. Not going to worry about the, that many streaks there, but that's okay. Definitely want to throw it in their feet, in his back foot here markings. That would be an easy one though to, just to, catch at the end too. So if you don't want to do, you want to put it in later, that's fine too. It's not like a color that's really going to change this horse that much. I'm just going to fan my brush out when I put it down a little bit and just let it see if it can do all the work, catching these angles right. The great thing about this guy, though, those feet are covered up. All those little changes in direction they have.
Thank goodness.
Oh, they always throw me off. If you don't paint them every day or very often, they just get kind of very strange. So anyway. Tail comes off. Yeah, he still looks like a moose. Gonna look like a moose probably for a while. Should be right there. Okay. I'm going to just tone the horse with that I'm going to go over here. Let me see what this does. I'm looking at. This is the phthalo green and oxide red. And I want to get this in underneath that horse. And this is going to be really thin. It's not going to like real opaque, just a little darker in the legs here, areas where it meets the dark markings in the legs. And then I'm just going to keep it kind of thin in its back. And I can look and see. If I can find the mark line, up too high, up, go back down. Let's get this warmth in here first underneath. Especially around the belly here. There's a lot of cool areas, but if you don't have that warmth underneath here, it won't turn. You want it to turn. I might even end up putting in like a cad red at the end into this area too, right in here, and especially in this area right here in the groin area. Okay, just getting that color in there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Big brush sometimes just gets in the way. That looks like one of those cave drawings. That's how bad that is. That looks like a cave drawing. But hey, really got to get this hip change right here. Should happen right there.
Oh.
On that guy. And it could be just a little bit short on the back end here. Legs looks a little sorry, just keep drawing, keep doing it.
It looks great.
You're just not being nice.
No, it's much better than, well, the Lesko cave drawings. I would say this is a step beyond.
I'd be killing it if I was back there in the cave days. I would just be drawing on the cave's walls all day long. All right. Let's get going here. I'm going to put in some blues, my rich blues back in here and get those guys going. And then I'm just going to work it forward because I'm not going to worry about the yellow. The yellow is going to be pretty much what I'm going to use to clean up this guy. I'm going to use the blues too, but I'm going to use the bright blues back in here, back in this guy. I say bright blue, but he's not really that bright. We've toned him down if need be. I'll probably add just a touch of blue strength to it here and there, but not too much. And I got to bring this guy in a little bit more. When we get over here to this side, let's switch. I'm going to switch colors and go to the red version of it. Same color, go to the red version of it. I probably could lighten that color. It needs to lighten up just here. Still has to be a red version though. Lighten up too much. That's better. Yeah, I'm going to take that right back into his neck. Take it right into his back here too. And I can just use that other stuff back in here, I think. So. So anything back in here I feel that is dark or it has like a little spot. This red warmth can do a lot of get that feeling of something back there in or something in that blue. So that's what I'm using right now. Yeah. Anne Marie's right. I'm just getting rid of that whole mound. That even if I, if I need something over there, I got the tail over there to put it in there, and it's just going to be kind of adding a lot of stress to it. That color, I don't mind it, but I'll be using it over here, so it's not too bad. Okay, I have just moved on. Okay, so I went through my oxide red and blue and mixes. Basically, right now I'm in my oxide red and phthalo green right here. Just went a little bit goofy on me. This one little area here showing up. See. Oh, this has white in it too, so I pretty much have gone away from my. Well, there are no real darks anymore, except for after that on this guy. It's all mid-tone painting. So this is oxide red and green. Going in at the bottom here, just going to push it, drag it down here just lightly. Because of the yellow, I'm going to give the yellow something to grab into a little bit. This is supposed to go in the horse too. This is where I was, we already put that richness in there, but let me see something. I want to get a little more red in that horse. I might even go with just pure oxide now into this thing because I really want to get this leg to feel red. It's either this or, like I was talking about, putting cad red into it. This is like, really close to going that far. Yeah, really pushing that red at the bottom. Then we've got a little bit of room to play with some light on top. There we go. Start to build up some things there. Get a little green, I think, there. Okay. Yeah, I was seeing that green right in here in the middle of his body. This is phthalo green and cat oxide red, and with white. And I was seeing a little bit of green right up there in his back, coming down about halfway, right to this sweet spot, right where it starts to come out at us and then go back under. So using that to turn his belly and stuff. So that warmth, green, and then it has red down here and then in between, which is kind of cool. Okay. Since I got green on my thing, get these guys in a little bit. I'm gonna use that alizarin and phthalo blue here. That purple. See if I can get that in underneath here at the beginning here. Just that darkness. See if I can get it to play well against this. All these yellows that are going to come in here. I use it for the shadows in this green again. My green kind of went to really yellow, so bringing it back with just a little purple, blue purple might be kind of neat. More purples I think you can get in this painting probably is going to be the better. So I'll just get that in there. Let me try a little really purple, red purple. Not much difference between my red purple and my blue purple right now in my hand. Okay. Okay. Far as I'm going to go with that. All right. So I start putting in the green back into him, put the green back in here, put in the purples a little bit, get going, and this. Come back to that. This is oxide red and phthalo green with white on the oxide red side. This is where I was starting to see in here. I think I already put it in here. Put it in really light with the full strength color, just using the white of the canvas and stuff to, get a tone in here, just to see how things are going. Sometimes to give yourself something to work off of, color wise. Okay. There are some things in this guy right already that look good. Okay, a little more green in the belly, right here in the line. And this back leg here, this leg here gets a little more green. This one gets really green. that chest come out here a little bit. All right, a lot of greens going in this guy. Now I was thinking this is that purple I kind of thought I thought was definitely going to be in this. Is phthalo green, alizarin, and white. Mostly on the alizarin side. This is what I really thought was going to be right back in here, color-wise. But I had to get those warms in there first. And this is one of those colors you go, yeah, this could be, also could be blue in alizarin too. So, you know, you could definitely get that in here too. But this purple in here is just going to really help to build this guy's around here. And I don't start to see it in patches on them too. I don't see it all at, you know, one big area. Sometimes it's always just a little more patchy. Sit. Just a little more phthalo green this version. Okay, bring these up. I'm not going to worry too much about markings in the back here, because I think that most of that kind of stuff just takes care of itself. Definitely don't want this guy to, I want a straight back on him. Okay. Value wise, yeah, he's the same as the mountain. Definitely the same as the mountain. So I'm gonna have to go back. Definitely gonna be going back in and pulling out some highlights. But let's pull them out. I'm gonna go clean my brush a little bit here. Switch and clean my brush. And go with start laying in some of this background here. And stay with these kind of grayed out yellows we have first. They come in here. I'm going to work them lower first because I think they're going to still be too bright right in here. I think it's going to be too bright. And then so just let it pick up some color as I go up.
Sorry, Jim, if you look in the distance
Yeah,
to the bottom of the mountain, so where you're painting now,
yeah.
what of the very many beigey colors have I got do I want back there? The darker or lighter?
It is going to be just a slight difference in warmth from
Yeah. The
and it's
warm,
got to be really pretty close. It's probably more yellowish in here, but not much.
so more yellow in the back and more white, in other words, in the front?
No,
No.
I mean, yeah, I'm just thinking what I was trying to do is use the color here and just let it pick up a little bit more to the blue as I go back. And then
Okay,
by the time I get back into anything that's really needed, my brush should have enough mixing power, enough things back in here that it should fit pretty well.
okay, so by the horse's feet then, in other words, that's
A warmer,
a warmer, right? Okay, good. Then I can do it. Okay, thanks.
yeah. Keep it cool back here. It's gonna should cool off naturally anyway. This yellow and stuff, just because of the stuff. Right now, we're just still trying not to have things line up. Trying not to have this line right here run into his back. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit, make sure that line can run into his forehead, straight into his forehead. I don't care about that. That works. But don't want it to run down too much right to his back and just keep going. That's a kind of a no. And I got a few things back in here, so it's just trying to get a few more subtleties back in here. And I'll work that yellow back in again. Maybe a more red one here. Tell you, they don't really do too much showing up very much different than the other one was. I'll lighten that up now. This is pretty much the yellow. Kind of had planned for it down right in here. It might be that's just a little bit too rich. I mean, not grayed out enough. A little too. I was saying I was going to use Sky to do that, wasn't I? Anyway, I'm just doing the mid part. Let me grab a little bit of Sky and see if I can gray this out. Paint that Sky next after this. Yeah, I'm trying to do, something tight with a big old brush. It's causing more time, more damage, messing up things. Fun. Yeah, so just trying to get this last little outline of this leg here done. Have to change that angle a little bit, but it's all right. So gonna put in these grasses really pretty blocky right now too. As I come closer right in here, definitely gonna get a little more richer. Meant to put this really warm cad orange underneath here too. But that would help bring everything a little forward too. It just didn't get it in early. I have to get it in late. That's okay. It's only grass. That would have been right here in the very bottom of the painting anyway. So it's light. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna use that. See if I got warmth here to find a couple lines back in here. Okay, well that's getting there already. Really just need to keep building the paint up. Then come back in and change it all one more time. Gonna try to leave a lot of little strokes in here, little color variations. Because I just think it would be a little boring, too flat and stuff. So really look for get some yellows in there and some other couple warm browns back in here, and then for purples. We're gonna get some blues probably back in there too. But that's all gonna come with the sky. So I'm gonna clean my brush one more time. I'm gonna start off with the. See, I got a little bit yellow on my brush. I'm gonna start off with putting it in on these the sky and back in here. Now I'm probably going to end up softening this mountain edge. This is one of the places I always like you guys to keep soft right in here. And when you get off the edges like this, just work the two together a little bit more. I'll give you distance too. That's what's going to give you distance is being having a soft edge here, the color and soft edge together. Okay. I'll just keep going with just a little more blue added to my color. To the top, right in here. Now over in this section, I'm putting in a little more. This has a alizarin blue in it. Probably might have to go just a shade darker. Yeah, probably just shade darker. Maybe that'll work better. That looks almost too dark there. Yeah. A little lighter right in here. Bring in some more green into it. All right, purples to put back in here. Let's see. This is going to be way too dark, but I'm going to work it in. This is a alizarin or oxide red and blue going into the shadow area of this guy. Since I already have some sky in this place, this guy should go in pretty soft. I might have to put it in a little bit stronger and then work it a little bit. Blend it out a little bit. And also go a little bit bluer too here and there, but not bad. Okay. Just gonna roll my brush a few times through this up here. Soften it. Then I can, this is the dark part. Then I'm going to come back with the correct um, warmth coming into this area. Then this will start to glow really nicely, I think. Right now I'm just gonna finish putting these guys in. Okay. Well, it's blocked in at least, so we got that done pretty quickly. Feel pretty good about that. About 45 minutes left to go. Most of that work's going to be done on the horse. So I got the warm darks in. Now let's see if we will see if the brush is so dark. Let's try a little bit. This is that orange, ochre, and red. Really good. Wow. I'm surprised. No, that's a good hit. That's a good color. Congrats. Let's see, just gonna put this in with just twisting that brush and goofing her off a little bit, twisting it in there. Because if I'm not gonna sit here and make these perfect, I might as well give them some energy at least then. Yeah, this is a pretty nice color. Definitely, you can get a lot of it near the edge when you really get closer to the right side of the canvas. Really, push it more, push the yellow side of this color. Anything in here, be really nice. Almost more, a little bit less red in it, just more ochreish. That's pretty good. this little line here, get some more color. Start putting that in, then I can start looking. I'm going, okay, I put that line in pretty cool on his back. When I got done, I looked at it and I said, that's what I think it is. I think it's a cool line flecked from the sky on his back. So, but around his belly and stuff, I think there's going to be some warmth and stuff too. I mean, this line I might on his back might be reflected right there. That little teeny of his piece of his hip that pops up in the back there, that can catch sun. That can catch a little light. At least some warmth coming from the sun. Oh, what else? All right, back to the tough things. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna go to another synthetic, probably a little bit smaller, so I can get some things done. Let's get that tail in. I'm gonna put it in with alizarin and blue first. Coming out here and coming out and in two pieces. And then I'm gonna switch to a warm red. This will be oxide red and blue. Right in the middle of it and into the inside part, right in here. To get that warmth. Right there. Okay, now I can work on his legs a little bit more. Yeah, put that, you can just tell, put that worm in there and go, no, it just stands out like a sore thumb. So you go, oh, gotta be cool, gotta be cool. Then it gets down in here. Feels like it goes warm at the end. Warm on the outside, a little cooler in the face stroke. So just cleaning up a little bit of drawing parts here. Should be good. Sure they go right into that bush, his legs. Okay. It's creases here, warmth in the creases. I think as I come forward on them, anything in here, this is gonna be, yeah, switching to phthalo green and oxide red. Just on the more red side. Maybe even bring in some cat red into this color. Yeah, just touch a cat red into it. Probably come back into his face with that color too. Yeah, definitely in the face with that. It's one spot right here in his face. Definitely red, cat red. Cat red, more cat red. How's everybody doing? Nice, easy one, right? I'll put these bangs in. Ooh. Trying to deal with phthalo green. I think that's wrong. The alizarin and blue. Okay, yeah. More purple. These guys are. They come down to these real spiky things, hair and stuff. Usually I just keep my brush to the side here, just give it a little bit of a tilt when I bring it straight down. It just creates a spikes for me. The blue on the back here. Okay. The nice thing is we don't have to worry about too much eyeballs placement and things like that. switch to a nice little teeny round brush for his ears. And keep those hopefully pretty warm. I'm going to go oxide red and blue for his ears on the red side. Okay. Yeah, I can see this front end of his head here. When I've settled on it, catching a line of light. Yep. Good. Change that. Okay. I'm going to take just a little bit of this cad yellow, cad orange, and phthalo green mixed with white. I use just a line of that. It's on this front end here. I'll bring you guys in close in a minute here. I'm just putting a little cad red, straight cad red into these back legs, into this back edge. Like right in the back. On this back hip here. Okay. Really just got to go in and just darken in some of this land here underneath. Yeah, this drawing is off here a little bit. We'll fix it. Let's get that land just a little grayed out. I think I'm gonna just try. Using a little bit of sky into it. This is that green part. Putting that in here to get some richness. Okay. Just adding enough scratches, definitely using a nice bristle. Get some of these lines to kind of just break up as you go up here. Definitely be a nice thing to have, especially be when you gotta cross over the legs here a little bit. I'm gonna bring that green out a little bit better. It should be all right. All right. How are we doing? It's only 9:10. Oh, we're doing fine. Definitely could do just a few more things back in here. You know, that's just going to take a soft touch with the synthetic, I think, to bring those back in.
All you landscape painters don't have a thing to worry about me.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, but you're a horse. You're a horse girl.
well, the horse is easy. The landscape,
How's Travis these days?
still in love, James, still in love.
Oh, shit. That poor guy.
Oh, please. She goes, and he runs over. It's terrible.
So you don't even get to see him, huh?
Oh, I get to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You're
forget what.
feeding both of them?
Oh no, I'm not feeding her. No, 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 no. I want to kill her, but I won't. He's doing good.
Okay. All right.
The old man's his swan song.
Yeah.
He's 30, Jim.
He's 30 years old. Jesus. You said she's even older, though.
No, she's just crippled.
Oh. Oh.
Got a bad leg.
No, is she?
This could be a horse you're talking about.
Yes. My baby. He fell
That's
in love
right.
at he fell in love at the ripe old age of 30.
With the
And,
gal.
Oh, this mare, she's just it's just nuts.
So it is a horse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were talking
Yeah,
about his girlfriend or a horse.
They're both horses.
Yeah. Marcia's down there in horse land.
You guys should all come here. All the babies are on the ground.
Oh,
Oh yeah, they're dropping like yeah through May
that would be
Yeah.
so cool.
because they're a year old in January, so they're bred to foal in late January, February, March, April, and the latest May.
So, okay. Well, this last little thing I'm doing here, these colors and stuff, really just, and I'm in this area right in here. This is like all this phthalo green kind of going in here. This phthalo green with the alizarin kind of going in here, and making these really working well for some faraway plants and stuff. Just to give you that idea. Oops, too dark. That's too green. I'm gonna blue that back out. Probably add just a little bit more straight blue to my color now too, and just do my. This would be it, right in here. Just a little bit more richness right in this valley area and at the top here. Just a little bit of more almost straight blue into my color.
Oh God.
That just helps. It helps out a lot. For those people who aren't landscape painters, this is,
Oh.
You want to do add those colors in. I'll bring it up close in a minute. Yes, get rid of hard lines right now. Then put some air into it. Definitely you'd see a couple bugs.
Couple of bugs. You crazy.
Couple bugs, right? Flies
Yeah.
going after these guys. So just a couple of little dots. Disturb the paint. See if it works up here. No, doesn't do much there. Probably work better in here. Bring that around. So I'll bring it in. And there you go. An hour and a half painting. Sort of a horse, you know. Gonna have to look at that horse in a little bit more detail. And you can start to see what happens up there in the sky. Basically, I think all of the sky, all I got to do is probably just run a light brush over some edges back here. Just because I got a lot of top edge of the brush here, so I'm just touching it one way with a finger or with a brush. Who knows? All right, let's see what we got going here. Who painted?
Me.
Who wants to show?
Oh, I will. I just have to figure out I'll be there. Let me
Oh, Kim's here first. Kim's first.
All right,
Kim's up.
let's see if you can.
We won't worry about Marcia. What are you painting on there, Kim? You painting on masonite?
Yeah, no, it's one of these gesso boards, but it's got paint
Yeah.
all over the sides. So,
Okay, yeah. All right. Good job, really good job on the back there. Nice fun, nice brush movement for the clouds. That looks great. I think you probably could, you're probably gonna have to, repaint that yellow a little bit one more time. I think it's got a little and that'll help clean up the horse a lot.
the yellow around the horse, you mean?
Yeah. When you get that, clean that up and stuff. I was looking at the background there. It looks a little warm back in there. It doesn't feel as cool as it should.
Okay.
I think the blue has to come through a little bit stronger in the background. It looks like you might have a little bit of green in there somehow. A little bit too much green in the farther back. That's probably the warmth. That's what makes it kind of feels dirty back there. If it feels dirty, that's a sign that it's too warm. So the color's too warm. So that's basically, probably shove some more blue and white back in there. And that'll take care of it. The horse come along really good. I think the horse, probably just
Mine's more of he's a little short.
Yeah.
He's a little short back, but yeah.
He's a stubby guy. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, he just got to probably lighten up to a little bit, but not by much. I mean, he's really close. It's just like really coming through. I mean, I think even in the shoulders look real good. I think just in the back edge, back panel, in the belly, he could probably go just a little bit lighter here and there. And sometimes you can just do that with just a little bit of warmth instead of a bunch of brightness. Sometimes it's just a little more reds and oranges in that belly. We'll probably pop it out too, lighten it up instead of just using white. Sometimes, what did I use? I used all kinds of colors. I used cool colors. I used a lot of cool colors, and I used a lot of real warm oranges on the outsides. I do like it a lot, though.
Good.
So,
Thank
yeah, good. Thank you. Thanks for showing. Kathleen, you're up.
No, not already.
Yeah, Kathleen, your name popped up first. And then we got Lisa. Lisa's coming, and then you got Marcia, Teresa. What did you do? What were you thinking?
What's that? It's not that yellow here, but I don't know. The lighting makes it look really yellow.
It's really yellow?
Yeah, well, it's not in here when I look at it, but it is on the camera.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, well, we won't
Yeah.
talk about color then. I do like, wow, I really like the way you put in that cloud. That's fun. That's fun. You even got that real strong yellow into that
Oh,
cloud there. It feels very, very cool.
oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
just kind of used a palette knife more than anything. I thought since I did it small, I just put it on thick.
You know, it really works really well in the back there, right before the mountains. You go up the grasses into the mountains. It really works well. That amount of paint and thing that works really cool. I like that. And the mountains are good. The colors are really good. Good to shove that blue in at the end there. You did. You just really probably cooled off that mountain where it was just getting a little warm in the top.
Yeah.
You can just see it just started getting, just a little
Yeah,
bit more
that I
blue in that
started to
color.
add the blue when you were telling the other one about being too not blue enough.
Hurry up, put more blue in. Put more blue in. I don't want it to be me.
My horse is a little multicolored. I need to tone him down, I think. But
Yeah. It's one of those things is you either go with it, and just let it be and don't worry about it,
yeah,
or you got to tone it down. It's either or. It's pretty cool. I think as long as he reads as a horse, which he does really well, you're
okay.
fine. I love that little spot of blue underneath him too. I love that little
Oh,
it goes so well. It goes really good with the yellows and oranges around it and stuff.
uh-huh.
So that just that shot of blue there, it looks really nice. It could even be like a shadow color, which is cool.
Okay.
Which would be nice to have in there. So I'd say, work on the clouds a little bit more.
Yeah. I haven't
Soften them
really added the white.
and just
Off
keep them
white.
soft. Yeah, yep. Keep them soft. Keep things soft, and you'll be
Okay.
good. The horse
All
looks
right.
good, really good. Like a lot.
All right. Thanks, James.
No worries.
Okay.
You will finish it up. Lisa P's up. Then Marcia, Teresa,
Yeah.
Carol,
Here you go.
Eva,
Here it is.
Lynette, Sharon. Oh, there you go. Lisa, that's a nice one. Look at that. Got some
I
real
have to
good
slim it
distance.
down. Its butt is weird.
His butt is weird.
His back is too high.
Yeah, his
What's-
back.
It's too high, yeah.
His
Oh,
butt
yeah, I
is,
see.
but the back is a little too high where the butt joins in.
Yeah, good.
That's
I'll
all
carve
it
that
is.
out of there.
Just straighten that back out and,
Yeah, I
and
will.
run it back there. He looks like he's going to the watering hole. I like that
Yeah, he looks
green.
like- He's facing the other way.
I like that. I kind of like the green you put in there. It almost does feel like what would probably be happening is, anything around the watering hole would be a little bit lusher than the yellow dead grass everywhere else. I like
He's
that.
looking.
He's looking. He has to. He has to go get something. Good job. The clouds are coming in well too. The colors are really great so far. Nice and muted. Nothing. I don't see too much back there. I like that. Just work on the horses drawing a little bit more, and you're
Definitely.
in good shape. Yeah, you're in really great
Okay.
shape. Cool.
Yay. Okay, thank you.
Yay. No worries. Lynette.
I'm
I said
here.
Marcia.
You want me now?
Yeah, I was gonna go Marcia first and then Lynette.
Okay.
Here's Marcia. Marcia gets antsy. It's past her bedtime.
It's almost 11 here. It's late.
I know. Paint to 11 o'clock at night. Oh, there you go. That's really nice. I love that purple on his back.
Yeah.
And into his shoulders and his red belly and that green in there. Really, really, really cool. I like that. Red face, nice. Good, strong darks. Yeah, it looks like a rhino. Yeah, it's
I'm
a
getting
nice
there.
rhino.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah. And your background's really not that bad. it's really pretty nice. I think, because a lot of times just treating it a little softer and stuff. Uh, don't let it get too busy back there. Keep the focus on the horse a little bit. The clouds are going to steal a lot of thunder on you. But I do like it. I do like it. I thought you were going to go vertical.
No. I got a tiny painting here. This is tiny. I didn't,
Okay.
this is like 1114. I did not paint big.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's okay. I like it a lot. Really, a horse is, has a lot of good color. It really just has a lot of put together colors so far. I'd say you probably can go just a little bit bluer in that back in the mountains back there. I think
Oh, yeah,
yeah, and that'll help out. That'll help the yellows a little bit too. And then watch the sky getting a little dirty back there.
It did.
Stuff.
It had to clean it up. It had to dry.
Okay, I'll let you do that. We'll let it dry and then we'll fix it.
Yeah.
You got to fix it though.
I will fix it.
That's a good one.
It's all right.
Good job. All right, Lynette, let's see what you got.
Well, it's mushy and
It's
it needs a lot of
mushy.
work. Needs a lot of work.
It always does.
It might
know-
discolors.
Ooh,
Wait a minute.
I like what I see so far. Okay, I love that
I mean,
color.
I couldn't put
co-
highlights in because it's so wet.
Okay, understand. But that, boy, that sky, the cloud looks good too. I like the color of the cloud. You got a little glare on it, but that's okay.
Yeah, here I'm trying to, yeah.
There we go. But I liked what was going on. You went with a green pasture, right?
I think so.
It looks a little greenish. Is that okay? Is that what you
too
were going for?
No,
No, It's
it's more
No,
the
I'm just-
underpainting.
That's okay. That's okay. I was just saying, it really kind of changes the whole timing of the day when you, for some reason, look like now it's almost morning. With being green like that, the way the light's hitting it, it looks like it's coming in almost from a different angle.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I got more colors to put on.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I really like the color of the skies in the mountain and the cloud and coming down and stuff. It still works even when it's a green instead of being more yellow. So that's
Okay.
pretty cool. That works.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just watch the horse. The horse is going to be always a little bit of the workhorse. You got to make sure he's good. So
Yeah.
we'll work on that.
Okay.
Keep that guy going. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to copy yours.
You can copy mine. Mine's not much there, but you can copy it. I'd be happy to have.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. Okay, Teresa.
Yes, I've yet to figure out how to make my camera work.
Oh, good excuse. Oh, that's a great excuse.
Oh, on my laptop, I can't get it to show anything.
There's a bar.
Oh. You don't have your video on?
Yes, I do. And I went through all my settings and it just doesn't work. All it comes up with is with background pictures. Anybody have a quick fix?
What kind of laptop?
HP?
Can't help you.
Well, I just
Yeah,
wanted
no.
to say that. I just wanted to say that so you know I wasn't just putting
I
you off.
understand. Okay. No. You'll have to show it. You will send us pictures though, right?
Put it on
And we-
Facebook.
Okay, you put it on Facebook. And now we're gonna tear you apart now though. You're gonna be ruthless on you.
Oh, you're pretty easy.
Yeah. Oh well, but you gotta sound tough.
Okay.
Okay. No problem. Please, yeah, do
Thank
that.
you.
We'll give
They're
a
all
full
beautiful.
critique. Really, so far. Well, we got Carol's left to see. Let's see what Carol did. We got Carol and Mike yet. Mike's still falling asleep, and Sharon back there. God, we have everybody. Ooh, Carol. Oh, smart girl. Carol, you went for a big horse.
Yeah,
Nice job.
thank you.
Nice job on that horse.
did?
Yeah. I mean,
I
yeah,
didn't do the sky yet. Sorry.
that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, with the amount of room you left for the sky, in the sky, you don't have probably put very much of those clouds in there. That's probably a good thing, because you know, you don't want to get too busy up there to draw away the attention of your
No,
horse.
no.
Okay, drawing looks really good on the horse. Really, really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would say in the back in the mountains again. One of the things, just keep it a little bluer back there, a little lighter.
Sure. Right.
Grayed out. And because I think it's pretty much you know, it's pulling away the tension from the horse. Those darks back there. It should be more calmer back there.
Okay.
I think
sure.
you got the right. I like the reds. I like the greens in there, but probably just a little bit too dark. You're probably
Okay.
going to add a little bit more color and lightness to them. But the horse themselves, very well drawn. Let's see. I would say you probably could go a little. You're probably still going darker on the face, a little more red, warm, more a little more
Okay.
cadmium in the face, that kind of stuff. And,
Okay.
but otherwise, you know, that's, you know, minimal things I can think about. Take a picture of it, put it up online. Let's, you know, we'll see what you got. We'll see some more.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I will do that.
Beautiful piece.
Thank you.
I like your cow back there. Nice cow back there too.
Oh yeah, that's the cow I did.
Huh?
Yeah.
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 That's a nice one. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right. We got Mike. We got Mike and Sharon yet. Mike, Sharon, don't leave yet. Mike.
All right, Jim. This is
There's Mike. 1 second. There you go. You're on now.
yeah, it's not any good, but it started.
Okay. Did you do palette knife?
Yeah, a little bit. I just haven't painted in so long. I felt like I have never painted.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't mean, I was laughing with you. Not sorry.
I gotta scrape the sky out, I think.
I was going to say that sky's gotten a little bit dark, a little grayish and stuff. And that's, I think it could be basically when it goes that dirty like that, it's just a little too warm. So you got to cool it off. So got to be on the cooler side of that. The yellow that came in, the yellow came in isn't too bad. I think it's just the needs just to be cooled off. That reddish in there needs to be cooled off a little bit more. And that's it. Definitely in the mountains back there, more blue, a little more grayed out blue going back into those mountains back there. I think bringing it down the mountains, I might even bring the mountains down a little bit farther because of their running right into his back, his neck, and everything else. So you you could bring those down to about where his eye is.
Oh, okay.
You know, I would bring him down to about that way. Then I think he's really not that bad. It's just you got him on the lean side. You know, I think it's really the head's the right size, the neck's the right size, and I don't think the back really. The back and the legs and stuff aren't bad too. I think he's just a little bit lean, which hey, those guys get skinny at this time. You know,
Yeah. I think
time
I
of
might
year.
just start over.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. I'm just trying to help you save it if you wanted to. You know, your sister out in Wyoming was going to want this one. You know that.
Yeah, this one isn't any good, but I like the image. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, keep working on it then. Come on. All right. Thanks, Mike. Sharon. Let's see what Sharon did. Oh, Sharon.
Hey there.
Wow. Wow, Sharon, fabulous. Congrats. That is gorgeous.
Considering
That
it's my
ho-
second horse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really love that horse. That horse, you really hit something really good on that head, the neck, the body. I love the colors in the body already. It really stands out nicely, light wise against the blue gray of the background.
Mhm.
And wow, that's really good. I love and then the yellow, the yellow cloud, orange clouds up there really pull this whole thing together. It really gives it a nice, really good feel.
Thank you. I'll work on it.
No, wow. I'm really knocked out. That's beautiful. What are you going to do at the bottom of it? What are you thinking about doing?
I think that I'll carry more of the yellow and kind of a neutral yellow down there.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, you could do that. You could also, I think what I ended up doing is putting some of that, some more blue back down there too against the yellow and stuff, giving it something back down there too, because we don't want to. I don't mind that your undercoating tone down there either. That has a nice feel to it. So I was just thinking, purples down there, kind of somehow reflecting shadow wise and stuff, could always be cool down there. Gravel and that kind of stuff, it always reflected that coolness in there. Yeah, there's a few little good options. Yeah, you got to go down there and do something. You got everything else in the painting's working so well, really well. Love it. And you're even softening edges on the outsides of the mountains. Soften the one on the very top right above him. Just soften that one more little bit more.
Okay.
And you're in a great place. Probably think about maybe highlights in the front of his head, maybe just a scratch of light, but that's about it. Yeah. Hey,
Well,
I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
My issue is always overworking. I need to know when to stop.
I would say the mountains are done. He's so close to being done. I wouldn't do hardly anything on him. And I love the way you put in the sky, just the way it is. It's just finishing off the bottom part a little bit. And and let's see it too. I mean, I like it so far really well. Nice job.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Let me go back. Did I miss anybody?
Yes, you missed me.
No, I guess not. I guess I didn't miss anybody.
Yes, you did.
we left you for last. That's on purpose there.
I think so. Anyway.
No. Whoa.
Nice.
Whoa. We got another nice horse.
I give up on this like in the middle. I just really try to cover the canvas. That's it.
Yeah, you gave up. Why would you give up on this?
Well, because I wanted to watch you. And by the way, you do use tiny brushes. We caught you in an action.
I one time I used it to put some cad red around him. That's all I did. Trying to put a little, I told you what I was going to do.
We didn't think he owned any, did we?
Yeah. So you see, you were always laughing at us, and now we got you.
All right, fine. You caught me. At one time. I'll throw it away. Okay, this is coming along really pretty nice, though. I think I like the way the gesture of the horse is really good. The value of him isn't too bad yet either.
I didn't use any colors. I just, as I said, just covered the body. That's it.
Okay, I don't mind that. Hey, the value, you got a base value. Now you can just go in and tone it around and give it shape. Put a little more shadows in, like you did on his belly, just on the top a little bit. Just give him a little more shadow richness right at the rim light. And that's pretty much it. You don't have to worry. I mean, muscles there, they're always picking those guys out. You know, what's leading to wear and stuff like that. You know, the crevices and the muscles are always important, but we can't see very much. You know, we got such a rotten shot from them, you know.
Don't you think that the head is a little too big?
No, doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I think, yeah, his forehead might come out just a hair more, but their heads are huge. From his, they should be almost at the same. The head is the same size as his waist. So you measure that, and he should be really pretty close. And that's pretty good. Your mountains back there, yeah, just blew them out. Put some more blue gray.
And I think they're too
blue grays.
Yeah, too dark.
Yeah, you got a little green in there too. So just really, you know, keep it pretty calm at the top. Don't even keep it simple. I didn't do anything. Mine is just like 3 colors, and that's it. I didn't do anything. So, you know, be lazy back there. Concentrate on the horse, and that's it. I really like the colors, though. I mean, I think, you know, you just blocked them in, but they're good.
Okay.
Tell Alex thank you for us.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. Anybody else? Okay. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for joining. We had a good one. Next week we'll paint more horses and see, even I'm getting a little punchy. No, we'll be you know, probably finding something with trees for Marcia.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. How about a forest?
Bunch of trees, forest.
Oh,
Yeah, no, a pelican. I have pelicans and stuff like that too. So yeah, I'll find something to figure out what we're gonna paint. But thanks for joining, and I'll let you guys have a good night and the rest of the week, and we'll see you all next week.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.
Right.
Bye.